Hello everyone! So I heard that you are having trouble defeating the Slay the Spire. So maybe you're unable to get to Act 3 or even Act 2 and you just feel like the game just keeps giving you these super tough bosses that you just can't defeat. Well, don't worry about it because I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you destroy these monsters and show them who the real boss is. You. Hello everyone! Today we're gonna be fighting the giant head and I have a barricade build which is gonna be very exciting. Okay, so what the giant head does is that it counts down from 4 to 0 basically, and then it does it in an attack of 30, then 35, 40, 45, etc. and keeps going until it either kills you or you kill it. So you have kind of like the first 4 or 5 attacks to kind of destroy it. So you need to have either really high attacks or use the barricade, because if you don't have the barricade you have like 4 to 6 turns to kill it. I'm hoping that with the barricade I can get it to like, I don't know, 6 to 8, something like that. And I haven't actually fought the giant head with the barricade build yet, so I'm quite excited about it. So it's gonna be really fun. And one more thing to know is that this slow debuff, for each card played this turn, giant head takes 10% more damage from attacks, and this counts for every card, not just attacking cards. So you always want to use all your defensive cards and power cards first, and then use attacks last, so that when you use them, see, like this does 20 damage body slam, but with the debuff it's actually gonna do 26. So that's quite good. And now whatever attack I'll have next will have extra 40% of damage. So I'm gonna drink this attack potion and use the searing blow, for example, just because I wanted to use the extra damage. So I do wonder how well we can actually defend ourselves. This is gonna be quite exciting. I do like the Juggernaut as it lets me do some extra damage to it while we defend ourselves. And the one exception of when you don't actually want to use first the cards with the lowest attack is when you want to use something like Bash, when you want to make the enemy vulnerable. In that case you want to kind of use the vulnerability card first, obviously, and then you want to use armaments. We can double our block, which is very good to strike. I don't think it gives us any like negative status cards like dazed or something, so you don't really need to use something that helps you when you exhaust cards, so let's just not do it. And you could see now that we had Whirlwind, which gave an attack of 7, but because of the vulnerability and the extra 50% debuff actually gave quite a lot more. That's really exciting. And see, now it's starting, now it does a damage of 30, so let's see how well we can fare against that. Oh, we get full open. Okay, I'll take the full open just because what else can I do? So this is gonna be very interesting. We only have a defense of 42, which sounds like a lot, but against this. Okay, but we can double it, which is so good, so good. Okay, so let's first like upgrade this defensive cards. Now what? 110 of the block. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, so like I said, if you have a barricade build, you want to defend for your life, basically, because that's the only way you'll have. Oh my god, we're gonna have a body slam. Okay, let's make it vulnerable. Let me. Oh, now we can use strike, and now the body slam does 100 damage. With the vulnerability, it's gonna do what, 150? Yeah, I think so. You do extra 50%, right? And we don't have anything that's make it 75. Okay, so this is a perfect example. So we would do 150, but because of this slow debuff of 40% extra, we're actually doing 210 damage. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Oh, and we killed it because of some other relic that we had. But yeah, the strategy against giant head is essentially, if you have a barricade build, then you're basically just defending for your life like I did, and hoping that some of these body slam cards are gonna kill it, which is succeeding. If you have a demon form build or strength build, you want to use the beginnings when it counts down to get as much strength as possible, because you're only going to be able to survive 1 or 2 of these really high attacks. If you have like raid form intangible build, I feel like giant head could be actually quite easy, because you don't need to care about these super high damages, because most of the time you'll have like apparition or raid form to defend yourself. But the giant head is very hard against like deck of cards that aren't so focused on like constantly taking a lot of damage. So anger build can be quite hard against it if you like it can work if you're able to use like 6, 7, 8 cards per turn, because the slow debuff really helps. But if you have like an anger oriented card that doesn't let you do that, or you have maybe more balanced deck of cards that really isn't either focused on really a lot of defense or a lot of attacks, you're gonna have a lot of problems against this giant. I personally feel like it's actually one of the hardest elite monsters, because the nemesis is fairly easy. You just have to kind of work out the times when it's intangible and the other turns. But this giant head is kind of rough, and the orb walkers, they're not easy either, but if you kill them quickly enough, they're fine. They don't have such a high HP as the giant head. Okay, so against the giant head, either demon fort build or barricade build, or some build where you use like 10 cards per turn or 7 cards per turn or something huge like that. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and then you'll tune in for the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.